All right, welcome everyone. Today I'll be presenting an overview of the therapy process in social work practice. This presentation is based on the structured helping process model, which outlines how social workers conduct therapy sessions from beginning to end. This presentation is going to move through the five main stages of the helping process, which are relationship building, assessment, planning, intervention, and termination. Each stage highlights the value of competence, ethical responsibility, and collaborating in supporting client growth. And then by following this framework, social workers can create an environment that promotes trust, empowerment, and positive change. So to begin, I'm going to introduce the structure and purpose of the helping process. This process provides a clear, evidence-informed approach for working with clients and ensures that practice remains organized and ethical. It emphasizes client-centered care, which respects self-determination and individual strengths of the client. And throughout the session, confidence and empathy guide our work, which helps us respond to clients with both professionalism and humanity. And the overall goal of this process is to support meaningful change through ethical and collaborative engagement. So as I said before, the helping process consists of five stages that are all interconnected. These stages are relationship building, assessment, planning, intervention, and evaluation or termination. Each stage builds on the last one, and they all ensure that progress is structured and intentional. This process gives social workers a clear guide to help clients identify their concerns and achieve measurable and attainable goals. And by following this framework, social workers are able to provide consistent, ethical, and effective services that align with social work professional values. So, our first stage is relationship building, and this stage focuses on forming a strong foundation between the client and the social worker and to building a rapport with the client and build trust. Social workers can demonstrate empathy, warmth, and genuineness to help the clients feel safe and respected. And this can help the clients feel safer to open up as well. And during this stage, it's also important for the social worker to clarify confidentiality, boundaries, and mutual expectations so that they can set the professional tone. And establishing trust during this phase, again, it encourages clients to communicate openly, which is really important for the later stages. So our next stage is assessment. Once that trusting relationship is established, the next step is assessment. And this stage involves exploring the client's presenting issues, their needs, their strengths, and what resources are available to them. During this stage, social workers should take into account all of the environmental, cultural, and social factors that could be affecting the client situation. And social workers collect information during this stage from various sources and should remain sensitive to confidentiality and ethical considerations while doing so. And the goal of this phase is to create a comprehensive understanding of what is going on with the client's life to help guide the next stage, which is um, goal setting. So the next stage is goal setting or planning. In this stage, the focus shifts to developing clear and achievable goals, essentially developing a plan. So this process is collaborative. The clients participate in identifying priorities and setting measurable objectives that reflect their values and needs. And then the social worker and client together determine the specific strategies, timelines, and resources that are necessary and appropriate for achieving these goals. This stage emphasizes empowerment by helping clients take ownership of the change process and the while the social worker guides them professionally. So after the planning stage, the next stage is intervention. And the intervention stage is essentially putting the plan from the previous stage into action. So social workers apply evidence-based methods that fit the client's goals and circumstances to help achieve the goals that were set. Throughout this process, it's vital to monitor progress and adapt strategies as the client's situation evolves over time. Intervention also focuses on strengthening the client's skills and increasing their self-efficacy by building things like coping abilities. This stage is the most active phase of therapy and requires a lot of flexibility and professional competence on the part of the social worker. So, our last stage is evaluation and termination. This final stage involves evaluating the client's progress and preparing for termination. It helps both the client and the social worker review outcomes and reflect on what has been accomplished. If the goals have been met, the focus then turns to maintaining the progress that has been made and planning for ongoing support. Once it's time to terminate, it is handled respectfully and ethically to provide closure while reinforcing the client's independence and success. This stage also encourages reflection on the overall helping relationship and the professional growth of the social worker as well. All right, so to summarize, the helping process provides a clear and ethical structure for therapy and social work practice. Each stage, from building trust to evaluating the outcomes when everything is said and done, ensures that interventions are thoughtful and client-centered. Competence and ethics remain central throughout and help social workers maintain accountability while empowering clients to achieve meaningful change. By using this framework consistently, social workers can promote professional growth, effective practice, and client well-being. All right, and then these are my references. Thank you so much.